Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Kendra Pearl. I wanted to come to you and have a session, a get high with me session. So what I'm going to be doing going forward is my content is going to be sessions between you and I. I know I need a therapist. I cannot afford one. I don't know how to open up to one. I've tried using a therapist before, and for some reason, I can't relate. I am more of an introspective type of person, so I understand what happens in my life and I'm able to navigate through it. I just need to talk it out. So, with that being said, this session, our sessions going forward, will be you, the viewer, being my therapist. So please like this video, subscribe, then leave your comments below. Let me know if you can relate to what I'm about to talk about and what we're about to get high on. And if so, what tools or methods have you used to get through whatever issues you're going through? Even though our stories may not be the same, the feelings are the same. So anything that you've done may possibly be able to help me, or vice versa. So get high with me. Get your blunt, your bowl, bong, whatever you use, Apple, if you're old school with it and have to disguise it or something, I don't know. Or if you lost your device that you use, just pick up whatever. But get stoned with me. Let's talk and let's vibe out together. I've been going through a lot in my life, and so much so that I have closed myself off. Let me take off my glasses because I feel like there's a glare. And I'm sorry, I have terrible skin. You know, like if you're looking for this to be like some, pretty type chick, that's not me. But yeah, so I've been going through a lot, and I backed myself into a corner, and now I no longer have anyone to communicate with and talk to. So I'm hoping that this content going forward will be hopefully a way for me to get out of the box that I put myself into and put myself out there again, be more sociable like I was in the past 10, 15 years ago. I was out there constantly partying, constantly evolving and being around people and getting new friends and loving it. And now I'm at the point where I have nobody. I pushed so many people away and I can no longer do that. So let me spark this up and then we'll get to talking. I don't know what's in this blunt. I forgot the name. And I'm 36, y'all. So I grew up where, you just got your bag and you kept it moving. I didn't really ask questions like, "Oh, who grew this?" and "What name is this?" and "Who did so and so?" I didn't have to do all that. I didn't know how to do all that. Sorry, your car is passing. And I'm out by the trails. But none of that seemed important to me. Yes. Oh, this is packed to the brim. So happy. I love getting stoned. I do. I love smoking weed. I love listening to music and reading and just learning more about myself, so much so that it's become a fault. So with that said, again, welcome to my channel, y'all. I'm Kendra Pearl. So much is going through my head, but I think the thing that's at the forefront of my mind is loneliness. I feel very lonely and I feel very alone. And because of that feeling, there's a block that's not allowing me to really move forward in life. I don't want that block anymore. Like, I want to be able to put myself out there again, and I don't know how. And as much as I've fixed other issues that I felt like I have within me, this is one that I cannot figure out. I do not know how to put myself forward. This angle is so weird. But you're on the gear shaft, like the gear stick. But I don't know how to fix it anymore, and I want to. I have a lot to offer, and but at the same time, I feel even when I say that, I'm like, do I? Isn't that weird? The fact that I have to question me, which makes me believe that I don't really know me as much as I think I do. I'm still discovering. Because I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 3 boys. My oldest is 15. My youngest are 8. They're twin boys, fraternal twins. Absolute loves of my life. they push me to be a better parent. You know, I put in a lot of energy, a lot of great energy into them, and I'm very happy to. But they push me to be a better parent, and I feel like I am because of the love and respect that we all have for each other. It's deep, and I love that. But at the same time, it's not enough anymore. Where at one point it was, and it's not anymore. They're growing up. They have their old friends. You know, they're kind of needing me less and less. And I know that it's something that we all go through as parents, and I'm proud of them that they don't need me as much. You know, at nighttime, I still get my cuddles. I still get lots of love, but, you know, they're not sitting up under me all day anymore like they were before. And I became so reliant on that. I think that's why I was able to push people away so easily, because I felt like I had, um, I had, sorry, I just got a text. I had them, so I didn't really need anyone else. I had them as my crutch, like somebody to lean on. And I didn't feel like I really needed anybody. I was going through things on my own. I could figure it out. I've always felt like I did everything on my own in the first place. So it was just easier to kind of continue to do that. Why do people have to pull up? They're so disrespectful. So disrespectful. Don't you guys feel that way when you're sitting somewhere and then somebody pulls up? You're like, why? It's like that mentality. I was here first. They dropped by Ashland. But they're minding their own business. Let me mind mine. But so yeah, I just, at this point, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get past it. I don't know how to, you know, open myself up to people. I need to maybe put myself in classes. I thought about that. I love writing. Maybe put myself in classes. Talk to neighbors. I have neighbors that are single, and because I'm single, so I have neighbors that are single that I could easily, you know, go over with a bottle of wine and open my mouth and communicate with them. But I don't. And I think it comes down to, and correct me if I'm wrong. If you think that it's something else, let me know. Please comment below and let me know. But I feel as though it's because I lack self-confidence. I'm not confident in my voice and what I have to say. I'm not confident in my articulation and the way that I present myself, because I feel like, no, I know because in my past, with people in my family, close friends of mine, they've kind of put down what I've had to say or give me interesting looks that I construed as, all right, they must think I'm stupid or dumb or just feel corny. I just never felt confident because nobody built who I am up. There was nobody saying, like, not saying, but validating what I was in the process of going through, or the foundation that I was standing on, or what I had to say. There was nobody validating that. And if they weren't validating it, then there was nobody correcting it. You know, like if they felt like something was said that was off, or I did something that, you know, they didn't like or something, nobody corrects. Nobody's blunt in their honesty. And I'm that type of friend. So if I see you doing something, I'm like, you know, don't do that. You know, I will speak honestly to you because that's what I expect back. But I don't feel like I get that back. You know, like what I'm looking for, I don't feel like I get it back. So because of the people that I introduced in my life, or were introduced in my life without my say so, because it's blood, you know, family, because I didn't have any of them, I had them attack, not had them, but they attacked who I was. I just felt like I have to keep who I am within. And only certain people nowadays, if I'm around you and your vibe is wrong, your energy is wrong, I shut down completely. My whole personality just completely shuts down to zero. So I feel like, I don't know, that it's all about now with me a vibe where you can get my personality to open up. So I don't want to be that way because even though it took a long time for those attacks to affect my soul, during those attacks, I still was me. I was still that free spirited Kendra Pearl out there just being me, making clothes out of fucking sheets, and making skirts out of my jeans when I was a teenager. And I wore Jenkos and never skateboarded in my life, so like, I was me. I didn't give a fuck. And eventually I started to give a fuck. And I think it's because maybe I thought, I need to stop saying I think. I thought that what they were saying, if it was being these things were occurring by more than one person, then it must be true. And so I just kind of shut down. And I built this new Kendra Pearl that is hard as fuck. I don't tolerate anything. You can look at me strange and I'm ready to cuss you out and fight you. I'm just ready to just get vile and rageful and angry. It is so off-putting and not me at the core, but what I built based off the fact that I felt taken advantage of for so long. So long I felt taken advantage of and used. And so I just stopped wanting to feel that way and wanting to feel that hurt, and just instead built this Kendra Pearl that you don't want to be around. Vindictive, rageful. It's sad. And it's opposite of what I teach my kids. And they do reflect everything that they're taught. They're taught not to be like me. I am what not to do. And that's really fucking sad. And I remember I was watching just recently, and I know probably some of y'all saw it, but Ayanna Van Zant, she had that mother on there that lied about, I believe, the father molesting his daughters. And it was a lie detector episode. But the girls on there, the daughters, were very angry with one another. And they were like a reflection of how me and my sisters are. There's 4 girls, 1 boy. So there's 6 of us all together. And I have 4 sisters, 1 brother. And we all act that way towards each other. The way they were acting in that episode is the way that my brothers and sisters react with each other all the time. If we're all in a group, it used to be funny, loud, a lot of laughter, and then it's like we're bipolar. Something can happen, somebody's snapping, and everybody's getting cussed out. So, or wanting to fight or getting physical. And it's still that way. Actually, I haven't seen them in almost like 5 years, so I don't know. But I have been at my mother's house when they've come by, and I'm not even in the same room with them because the energy is that strong. The nastiness and hate between us all is really that strong, y'all. It's not okay. So I related to what these women were going through, not what they were saying, their story, parts of it, but the feelings that they were going through, that emotion, that lack of understanding, and that wanting of love, but not knowing how to say it, not knowing how to exhibit it. And because of that, it's translated to this rage and hate and anger. And that's where me and my family are at. So something that I really related to, and I understood going through that episode with them. But Ayanna says something interesting that I completely agree with 100%. And she told the daughter, I think it was the middle daughter, Nicole, who was very angry. I guess she fought her sister, and she was talking to Ayanna about it. And she said, listen, I dragged her from one room to another. I didn't put hands on her. I didn't punch her. I just dragged her. I could have whooped her ass, but I didn't. And Ayana just sat back, and she looked at her, and she said, okay, well, how can you, or she said something along the lines of, you are not a good mother if you have that type of spirit within you. There is absolutely no way that you could be a good mother. I'm not saying that you don't try to be a good mother. I'm not saying that you don't have the actions of a good mother, but there is no way that you are a good mother and you sit there and act with that sort of rage and attitude. Yeah. When I tell you, I sat back and I took a deep breath and I said, God damn, I've been playing this good mother title and wanting it and loving it and wanting people to respect it and see it, when in actuality, I'm not. I'm not acting like a good mother if I'm going around with this type of attitude and spirit within me, which coincides with loneliness. And it's time for a change. It's time for a change. And I'm coming to you and asking you for some ideas on how to make that change and how to make sure that that change continues to exist, and I'm able to just continue or try to move forward into being that good mother that I want to be, that great woman that I'm destined to be, that queen title that we all carry, that we should all uplift on a constant basis. I want to be able to make sure that I earn that, I understand it, I respect it, and I carry it correctly. And I need ideas because I'm blocked right now. I need an understanding. And if there's something that you've heard within this video, or that you can read just based off of the intelligence, the emotional intelligence that you have. Now, when I say intelligence, I don't mean regurgitating facts from a book, which we all can do. I mean regurgitating those facts, but with substance and understanding behind what you have to say, what you exhibit, the ideas that you're willing to put out there. I want substance and understanding, a like-minded individual. I teach my kids, if you can learn the value of $1, then you can learn the value of yourself. That's something that they learn on a daily. They practice that mantra on a daily, and they exhibit that. They are kings for sure. And they're going to be great members of society. Your peers, your future peers, your children's future peers, colleagues, bosses, leaders in their own right. But I need to understand, if you can learn the value of $1, then you can learn the value of yourself. And I feel like at the end of the day, that is the root of it all. Learning the value of myself. I'm able to think on a higher consciousness. I feel like I can, at least. But now I need to make those two a couple, me and that higher consciousness, higher consciousnesses. Ugh, I can't even talk, but you heard me. I need to combine those two to make myself, and to, balance it all out. It's really important to me, y'all. Now, this video has gotten long. I apologize. Take this last puff with you. I love you. I thank you for listening. Or I'm trying to learn how to love you. Let me not lie. Ooh, I just lied to you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to start off like that. But I will try to learn how to love you, and I hope you try to learn how to love me. And someday we will meet, and I could be able to say honestly that I love you, that you've helped me in some sort of way become a stronger, better me. And maybe you learned something from this, that you don't want to have that type of behavior, and you're learning the what not to do. The what not to do to it all. So, yeah, tomorrow I'll have another video. We'll smoke a little bit more together. We'll talk. This is not going to go up this morning, not yet, but I will have this up later today. So you'll probably see this, post it up tonight or upload it, and hopefully your recommends, maybe those likes will happen and recommends will exist for me. But so, oh, by the way, what I have been doing, just so you know, so you're not like, well, what have you been doing? Other than looking within and having that self-reflection, I work out on a daily, every single day. And for the past, I think like 14 days, I have to count. I'll let you know tomorrow. But I think it's been about 14 days. I have been doing 75 squats a day, tricep, bicep, cardio, dancing. I mean, I have been going in on my body. And the reason for that is because, you know, I have the bat wings going on. And honestly, guys, it used to be a lot worse. But I was once 385 and I lost like over 100 pounds. I don't even know. Let me do the math. Hold on. But yes, I was once 385, my loves. And I got this weight off through exercising, smoking weed. Believe it or not, smoking a lot of weed really helped. It curbed my appetite. When you can get through the munchies on smoking weed, your appetite, I don't know, it decreases. I know that probably doesn't make sense. So I've lost 210 pounds. And again, it was through diet and exercise. And when I say diet, I took what I was normally eating, which was like 3 to 4 plates of food. I was going through food, y'all. I would say eating a lot. And I cut everything in half. I didn't change up what I was eating at all. I just cut everything in half. So normally I would get 3 plates of food, I would get 1. And that 1 plate would have, you know, a good sized portion of whatever I was making. And then I would not go back to it. I would just puff, put on music, and dance, sweat like crazy. I didn't do the bag or anything like that. Let me see if I can put this up here. Well, here, I'll put it right here real quick. But I didn't do the bag. Now this looks weird. Okay, so I didn't do the bag or like the plastic bag on your body, but I just sweated like crazy. So I lost that weight. It's been beautiful, and now I really want to tone it, get it tight, get it right. And so far so good. I'm really seeing a huge difference, especially in my booty. So I'm happy about that. But I'm gonna go. This video is now at 22:58. Wow. So I'm gonna go. Much love and respect, y'all. Let me put this back here. Much love and respect, y'all. Thank you for watching my video. And again, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any idea on how to, you know, make me into a better me, or just if you have a story that you want to relay. I will read. My channel doesn't have anyone, so it's not like I won't see the comments, but I will read everything and comment back and get a conversation going and seeing if we can build on this and make it into a channel that people can rely on when they're going through something, because there's definitely a lot of stories that I can relate to, or at least the feeling that I can relate to. So much love and respect, you guys. Again, I'm Kendra Pearl. Thank you for coming to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you soon tomorrow with another Get High with me, another session, me and you, and we'll talk. Much love. We're trying for that love. But I'll leave this with you, something that I have been trying to practice often, but in the mental way, not the physical. But I'll leave this. This too shall pass, or I shall kick ass. Think on that. In the mental way, this too shall pass, or I shall kick ass. I'm Kendra Pearl. Thank you, beautiful spirits of the earth. I'll talk with you soon. Peace.